Hey there, this is Melinda, and you're about to listen to the Bone Podcast. We'd like to remind you that the Bone Podcast is a comedy podcast, and despite me telling you that I'm a scientist, I'm not, or a doctor, or an expert of any kind. All the research was performed by some idiots who apparently have too much time on their hands. All information contained within is for entertainment purposes only. Our language is lewd, obscene, crass, and generally offensive, so if that's not your particular cup of tea, this podcast might not be for you. Or if it is, and you have children that are still up, maybe come back later. If you're still here, enjoy the show!
Hi everyone. How you guys doing?
Good.
J-Roc?
Good. Were you talking to the audience? Or were you talking to us?
No.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I don't care about the audience.
No.
And they can't answer me.
Huh.
So, fuck them. We're gonna start with some bones to pick. And Melinda says she's got a fucking problem. She's got something to bitch about.
Actually, I do have a problem. This started a year ago. We went to a concert, and I actually saw my tattoo artist there. And I was all excited. And I was like, oh, I saw you at the concert. And it was Mastodon. And she said, Mastodon is dad rock. And that kind of made me spiral into all this oddly specific genres of music now. Because I was looking, there's like butt rock. There's dad rock. There's like...
What's butt rock?
Butt rock is...
80s?
Is it 80s? Oh, yeah, there's yacht rock. There's like yacht.
Also 80s.
I thought 80s was cock rock.
That's butt rock.
Oh.
When you say butt rock, I think of 80s. I think of Poison.
I thought of like 90s, like early, I guess, I mean, it's all the same, like early 90s and late 80s.
There was no rock in the 90s. It was just grunge.
Yeah, but grunge, there you go. So that there's like that main rock. And then, exactly, so you're giving me this look, and I didn't know about butt rock and dad rock and yacht rock. And all the weirdly, oddly specific.
There's a million genres.
And then there's indie rock. But I was like, okay, grunge.
There's
that's
like
a thing.
power metal. There's speed metal.
Yeah,
there's black metal.
Exactly.
There's all kinds of shit.
So how do you form a sub-genre? Like, do you just come out and be like, well, what is your music? And you're like, well, it's a mix of like peanut butter rock. And you take peanut butter rock. And then you kind of add like a little bit of, like just a weird... Why not just say rock?
Well, we came up with a funny one for my band. I don't know if I can say it, though, because we've been saving it.
Oh.
I'll just say it, and then I'll ask them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they say no, I'll just delete this whole podcast.
Or just delete it.
You have to beep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just beep it. Yeah, I'll do my first beep edit ever.
Fun.
That'll be fun. I hope I get to beep this. But it's mediocre. That's what we decided our genre is.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
But are you hearing any of this, Jared? Like, have you heard of these weird, oddly specific rock genres?
I have. I've never heard of dad rock. What's dad rock?
So my guess is like Mastodon. I think she said like...
I think it's rock by anyone who's like in their 40s now, 40s and 50s.
Yeah, but when I was...
So Tool is dad rock. Smashing Pumpkins would be dad rock.
So you don't start out as dad rock, you turn into dad rock eventually?
I think
eventually you'll turn into
I think
rock.
it's a sliding genre.
And then eventually you'll be like Mozart and just be like dust rock.
Dead man's rock.
Yeah, dead. Well, that'd be cool.
So
that's pretty.
Yeah.
So is your issue just with how many genres there are, or do you take issue with the names?
Well, yeah, I guess I kind of take issue because we were talking. I was like, well, I'm not a dad, but I like.
Are you sure though?
Well,
I could be a dad, not know.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it is true. But
it's doubtful. But
like Mastodon was heavy back when I was in high school, and I listened to them.
What would Mastodon have been back when you were in high school?
I just considered it metal. Like dust rock, or what was that called? Desert rock, or what is that? Desert metal? I don't know.
Ooh, like Queens of the Stone Age?
Yeah, everybody's like, oh yeah, or
Caius.
Yeah,
would be,
Caius.
And Truck Fighters, I think, are desert rock for some reason, even though they're from Sweden. Yeah.
Would you consider what's that one that David Grohl and not Eagles of Death Metal? What's the other one?
Queens of the Stone.
No, you would Vultures.
Yeah, them Crooked Vultures. I think that's all considered desert.
So anything that Josh Homme's involved in is desert rock.
They're like desert rock.
His own genre. He does kind of deserve his own genre.
I guess he does.
Yeah. But how did they come up with desert rock? Just because like he's like, yeah, this is...
Because he's from Joshua Tree.
Desert rock. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, desert rock. And then they made a weird subsect that
he's from Death Valley, I think.
Yeah, I'm from Death Valley.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. That's where I was born.
In California?
Yes. The Mojave.
Gross.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were German.
Jared and I are both from
California. You're both from California?
Yeah.
Well, I knew I was. I didn't know you. This is news to me.
That's where I was born. I lived in the desert until I moved yonder.
Huh.
I'm a desert person.
I'm a dessert person.
You're dessert. I'm desert.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't. I had no idea.
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
Why?
I don't know. Just
do you want my maiden
now.
Name and my social security
I
number?
know all that shit.
Yeah. You know.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. But no, I just think it's weird that we just have these weird subsects of music, and I'm just curious on how it got there.
Subsex?
Subsect?
Oh, okay.
It's subsex.
So that seems like a weird place, but I guess people in the Navy have to do that.
I was thinking cave people.
Yeah.
There's no getting around it.
What did you do last weekend? Subsex?
I hear you.
Yeah. So that's my bone to pick is.
So is it? I'm still confused. I guess I wasn't listening when you answered.
But... I didn't really answer. That's my issue with the bone to pick is like, what are you upset at? I'm like, I don't have anything specific that I'm upset at. About? It's just a weird thing to do. It's like going out and naming things.
So are you upset because Mastodon may not be as hard as they were?
No, I think they're great. They don't. It's not that they are hard. It's just that they've changed sounds. Like I think.
Well, I think most bands do that when they get better.
How do you become yacht rock though? How does that happen?
I think you have to be John Mayer.
But John Mayer isn't from the 80s.
No, but he did a yacht rock thing.
Album.
I think that's like...
Because somebody told me that Bruce Springsteen was
what is yacht rock?
Exactly.
See, I go to like...
Is it yacht specific?
Yeah. Is it songs about yachts? Or songs you play on a yacht?
Could Boston be yacht rock if I played it on a boat?
Let me look at what yacht rock is considered on this application here.
If that's how it works, you could just play Mastodon on a boat.
Yeah, and be like, this is yacht rock.
And they wouldn't be dad
rock. Well, then it'd
anymore.
be boat rock, right? So it has to be a certain type of boat.
Okay, so yacht rock top 100 rock? Songs. Brandy, cool. You're a Fine Girl is yacht rock.
Brandy,
Africa by Toto.
Oh, I love that song. I love yacht rock.
Ride Like the Wind, Minute by Minute. So this is all like, I wouldn't consider, oh wait, but here's the weird thing. Summer Breeze, okay, hold the line. So this is just all, I don't know
what is it all Toto songs?
It's all Toto. Boz Scaggs.
What is it that ties all those together?
I don't know. It's just when you look up yacht rock, this is what, exactly. So why? Okay, so let's look up butt rock. And I want to see what is butt rock. Butt rock bangers. That
so it's just
good.
Toto, basically.
Butt rock is Puddle of Mud, Nickelback.
That's butt rock?
POD, Crossfade, Eve 6. So why are you considering this butt rock?
I thought butt rock was 80s.
Divorced dad rock. Ew. Creed, 3 Doors Down.
Isn't that butt rock?
No, this is Divorced Dad rock.
It's the same types of music.
No, this is Green Day, Pearl Jam.
Oh.
Smashing Pumpkins is on there. Jet, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? So that's all Divorced Dad rock. Let's see here.
Where is this Wikipedia?
No, I'm looking on a musical application that hosts our podcast.
Is it Spotify?
It is Spotify.
You can find our podcast on Spotify along with a myriad of dad rock songs and
divorced
yacht rock
dad
songs.
rock, and then
You can find divorced dads. Is that's what you're looking for?
If there's dad rock, is there mom rock? Let's see here. Mom rock, divorced mom rock. Get Stoned by Hinder. I was not expecting that. Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry.
That checks out.
Yeah,
the divorced ladies love that.
That's the first one that's made sense so far.
Voodoo by Godsmack. Divorced mom rock. Huh. That's kind of weird. I wish I was divorced rock. Okay, let's see here. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. I think these are all just like playlists. I wonder if these rock genres started out as like playlists.
I'm pretty sure that's what you're looking at.
What would you consider the Eagles? Is the Eagles is that desert rock?
No. Well, no, I don't know. I don't think so.
I would put Hotel California, that whole album, in the desert rock category. I don't know. It just rings
because it's about
the desert.
Takes place in the desert.
Yeah.
Did we establish that that's all it is? It's just
desert.
Just being placed in the desert?
Yeah, they sing one song that mentions the desert. And
oh, yeah. Midwest emo. That's like a big thing. Like specifically emo music from the Midwest. I didn't realize that was a thing until somebody told me about it. And I was like, what?
Huh.
And all those bands are like Dance Johnny Frankenstein or some other weird like...
Isn't it Dance Gavin Dance?
I don't know.
That's not emo. Is that emo? I actually have no idea.
No idea. But all those Midwest emo bands have like weird like...
I'm never sure about what
plaid jacket.
What is emo? I
think
My Chemical Romance is emo, right? Aren't they like the...
Or like the Used. I always thought of
children?
Like the Used or...
I think Brand New is technically considered
emo.
Brand
New, yeah. Taking Back Sunday.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Early 30 Seconds to Mars. They're all like techno now. But... Oh god, I went on a tangent. Sorry.
Well, we're talking about.
Oh, okay, no.
The
rock genres. Oh yeah.
So, do you want it to be less specific? You want to go back to rock, pop, blues, jazz?
Because I don't know.
Rhythm and blues,
and maybe that's the thing.
That was one.
Just blues.
No rhythm. Fair enough.
Whereas when they do scat, they're like, is that blues or is that
jazz?
Oh, that's jazz. Sorry.
The awful garbage music.
Nobody does it. Nobody does that.
Or the scat
you just did.
It's like
I think that was Super Mario.
What is that? Not Super Mario, but they're like the scat stuff. It's scat.
It's probably jazz, I think.
And then are there like weird subcategories of jazz?
Yes.
Oh, there's acid rock. That's kind of like jazzy, isn't it?
I guess.
No.
What would be acid rock?
That guy from What We Do in the Shadows has like an acid rock band. What's his name?
Matt Berry?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah. No, maybe it's acid jazz.
Probably acid jazz.
Hold on. Let me see here. There is a subcategory of jazz. There's a subcategory of everything.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be like, I like rock and be like more like, is it not good enough to say
how are you going to alienate other people if you just say that you like things? That's why we're here. We're not here to be friends with everyone.
That doesn't say what Matt Berry is. Oh yeah, no, it is acid jazz. He's in an acid jazz band. But I guess it's kind of like my bone to pick is why place things in subcategories. You could just say I like rock.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for that.
Yeah. Well, here we go. That's it.
Well, that was a
hoot and a holler.
You promised that would.
I know.
It would be good.
I always think of such good ideas, and then like off this, I'm always making you guys laugh really hard all the time. Non-stop laughter.
Do you want to go with your other bone to pick you mentioned?
Last time you made me laugh.
I don't have any. My other one is. I don't think it's appropriate. I wrote it down when I wasn't of sound.
Ooh, let's do that one.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's.
Dan can just bleep out the whole section if.
Yeah, I'll ask my band if I can bleep it out.
the thing that I'm about to say, or your band.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I just ask them stuff when I want them to tell me what I want. You know, they're
just ask them stuff.
Yeah, I just ask them stuff and they don't care, so they're just like, sure, whatever.
Can I put this fork in the toaster, you guys?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, do what you want, man.
Yeah,
whatever.
You're a grown adult. You could have kids out there. No.
All right, well, on that note.
Sorry.
Bye, son.
We took a little break and now we're back. And Jared, you have a bone to pick? You said it might be a little, it might not be as bad as my last bone to pick.
It's better than that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know if it's going to be good though.
Oh, okay.
I'm very passionate about it. I think just because I have to be there
Is it
so
cakes?
Frequently. No.
Oh.
I've never
Is
seen
that a fat guy joke?
To be honest, I've never seen you eat sweets.
I don't like sweets.
I think he does it in secret. That's why I asked that.
No.
Because I've never seen him eat a sweet either.
Yeah.
So when does he eat them?
I don't think he eats. Are you? That's kind of.
I had a donut.
I eat
today.
sweets all the time.
Yeah.
I love me some sweets. I just want to know when he eats the sweets. I've never seen him eat candy, cakes, pancakes.
That's why I had a
stuff.
donut this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I don't really like cake in general. Cake or pie, other than like strawberry rhubarb. That's a good pie, but
It's like the worst pie.
it needs
like
to be
strawberry.
covered in.
You're not a pie guy, I guess.
Yeah,
What do you think about apple?
it's not bad.
Did you know you can buy pie filling in a can?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you just find that out?
I did.
Oh
I thought you had to make it.
no.
And then I was like, that's been out there the whole time.
I grew up in a.
I'm actually proud of
household-
myself for having not bought a can.
I grew up in a very like
Spitting it out.
Yeah, it
canned
seems
household.
delicious.
So like all food came from a can or a box growing up. So all like cranberry, that cranberry jelly.
What you're describing is called America.
Yeah, I grew up American.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on pecan pie?
Oh, I love it.
It's pronounced pecan.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
I know people who would
Pecan?
literally fight over.
How is it pronounced?
I think it's pecan. Well, it depends on if you're in the South.
How do you say it in the South?
Pecan.
Pecan.
Regardless, so you like it?
Yeah.
You like it?
I think it's fine.
I think it's disgusting.
Why?
It's way too sweet. The crust, like a nut
A nut.
crust, is that's
I don't
not
like
good.
it how people
I want
nut
that.
in there. I like the bourbon one. I think the best.
There's a bourbon pecan
yeah.
pie.
It's bourbon chocolate pecan pie. I think they call it a derby pie.
Interesting.
It's so good.
You know where you could probably get that, as well as pie filling? At the grocery store, which is my bone to pick today.
Oh,
that's
that
one of
was
those
a good
things. You did one of those
lead-in.
things.
Good job.
That you did one of those things that you ride around and you fall off to your death.
Roller coaster?
A Segway.
Oh.
Did a Segway.
Did it. It was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
But
was really smooth.
in particular, what I hate about the grocery store is how everybody turns into inconsiderate fuckwits the moment they step inside, or the moment they get in the parking lot, really.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start out there. Walking in the other day, there's always the dude who parks in front of the store in the fire lane, and it's usually like his wife gets out, goes inside, and then he just stays right there.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say no parking unless you're an inconsiderate douchebag, in which case you're fine to just sit right here.
It just says
It says no parking, period.
Yeah.
And anybody who thinks they're special enough that they get their own little special spot at the front of the store as he watches everybody else drive to their parking spaces and then walks inside, you have to be an incredibly inconsiderate person to do that.
I feel like Trader Joe's is the ninth ring of hell because people have an immortality complex walking through the parking lot. Like you'll be backing up and people, even though you'll be like halfway through your spot, people will just like blatantly like walk right behind your car, or it's just
hit them.
It's wild. But the parking lot is awful. And then you get in, it's like a madhouse. I hate going there.
It's a madhouse. No one's paying attention to they do the card on the left side, but then I need to look at something on the right side.
Yep.
And now the entire aisle's blocked and we're backing up.
Mm-hmm. Or like the people who like just stay in the middle of the lane.
Yep.
And they just like will just sit there.
I do all those things.
You're the elderly person I speak
fuck
of.
You guys, man.
Do you park? You don't park. You don't seem like the type to park in front of the store.
No, I would never do that. But I do like to just leave my cart. Like I'll turn it sideways and just block off the whole thing.
See, like I can't go. I have the worst. I have like heart palpitations going to the grocery store.
It gets my anxiety's just like through the roof when I have to.
Oh, you have anxiety?
Do it.
Have you been diagnosed?
No, I just self-diagnose it when I want to lose my
when
fucking shit when I have to go to the grocery
the
store.
Last time
you start peeing all over the
somebody
place?
said that, he was like, I have an anxiety disorder. And Dan's like, we all have anxiety. And I was like, Jesus.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
I wasn't lying, and that guy sucked.
Yeah. But no, I have not found a grocery store that I'm like, this is enjoyable.
No, and then they're constantly resetting them. So just when you get to the point where you know everything is where everything is at,
I just want before you continue, I just want you to mark this as the moment that you are now old enough that you bitch about when they change the grocery store.
I think
that's
people of all
now.
ages can bitch about that because that's bullshit.
No, you're an old dude. You're old. You're an old dude now.
Fine.
That's classic old dude shit.
That's fine.
Jared's been. I was gonna say, Jared's been an old man since I've known him.
Yeah,
like,
I came out of the womb that way.
Well, this is classic, like old guy Andy Rooney yelling at the sky shit.
The sky or this guy?
Not this guy.
Like he goes up to like the clearest,
sky.
like the next like clerk and being like, "Why did you guys do this? I just had it memorized. What have you done?"
I want to, but I'm way too timid to do something like that. But it's
take it out on the staff.
Drives me well, and I know it's not their fault either because it's this is a corporate thing, and it's probably driven by some stupid ass AI that thinks it knows the best way to get you to travel throughout a store, which will force you to spend the most money by putting like end caps and wing stacks and shit in front of you. Which I don't think I've ever grabbed something off of an end cap. I go to where I need to be. And I get what I want from there.
Where do you start off? Do you do counterclockwise or clockwise?
Well,
it depends on which.
I had the same routine every time I go to the grocery store. That's why I asked.
So you go across, you go through the whole thing?
No, I only go on the outskirts.
But
I hit up produce, and then go to the bakery, then I go to my meat, and then I go to the dairy, and then I might hit up 2 interior aisles. And I'm done.
How do you buy anything without going to the inside? That's where mostly everything's
trying
at.
To say that she's very
healthy,
conscious, and she only goes to the outside.
Yep.
I don't go to the interior aisles.
I actually do.
She goes around the outside.
Yeah. Oh, I do go around the outside.
So you don't get any pasta? No canned goods?
I don't get any canned goods. I do get pasta.
Pizza?
I don't get any frozen pizza. I'll get spices. And I'll get pasta and like chicken stock. Maybe.
Coffee?
I do get coffee. I actually don't get coffee at the grocery store.
Coffee's on the inside.
I get that at Costco.
That is a grocery store.
Oh, well. But I only go there like on occasion. I stock up. But what is your routine then when you go shopping?
I go the wrong way that you're supposed to go because they funnel the King Supers next to me. They funnel you into the produce and meat first, but I'm not going to do that because then it's just sitting there getting warm as I'm shopping for the rest of the time. So I go to the other end and get the hard lines.
I'm praying for botulism.
You don't care about bacteria?
I'm hoping that one day it just takes me out. Like, come
it
on.
Will. Don't worry.
Yeah, keep that up.
Yeah. It will.
Dan, how do you go shopping? I think Dan only goes to the interior aisles. No?
No. I shop in like, because I hate that place, I shop in like 1 bag trips. I just get like the 5 things that I need and
But then you're going there more often.
Yeah, I'm going there more often.
There's like a whole strategy.
I can't get it all done in one shot. I can't stay in there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's why I go at like odd hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to go at like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. But even then, it's still fucking busy in there.
It's all elderly people. I've started listening to podcasts when I go in there, and it's way better.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for years.
It's nice.
And then people still try to talk to you sometimes.
When my son was younger, people would just come up and hand me dollar bills. It happened on like 3 different occasions.
Really?
In the grocery store, yeah, at the King Soopers.
Does he look really poor or something?
They just be like, here you
Maybe
go.
you should give the kid a bath or something.
No, he's cool. But yeah, no, they just like hand us dollar bills. I thought that was very weird.
That is weird.
But the first time it happened, I was like, that's weird. But the third time that it happened, I was like, that's too much.
I'm going to imagine that there's an exotic dancer out there that looks exactly like you and they think you're her.
Just like, they're like, oh, she's out.
She's like, oh, she's out in the
My
daytime.
doppelganger. Yeah, it was all men too. Like that's the weird thing. Getting handed dollar bills.
That's what it is.
And,
like, oh, it's divinity.
Oh, divinity is a weird one.
What's that other good stripper name? Chastity?
No, I want to be Chastity. I think if I had a doppelganger.
Amber.
No. I was thinking like what's a like gobbler. I don't like trying to think something.
I don't.
You passed over Chastity for
gobbler. I was thinking of like hot wings eating, like.
All right, gobbler it is.
I guess it's not a very.
Yikes.
Welcome to the stage, gobbler.
Don't forget to tip your waitress. Welcome, gobbler, to the stage.
I'm trying to think like what is an elegant way of eating wings? I don't know. Deep throat, but that was already taken. I'm sure.
You're thinking porn. We're talking about strippers.
Oh, well, aren't they the same? No, I guess not.
Ooh, hot take.
Mm.
I don't.
They're not the same.
Oh, sorry.
Trust me, I tried.
For all the dancers out there, I apologize. I don't know.
All right. Are we done talking about grocery stores?
Not yet.
Okay.
I got one more aspect of it that drives me absolutely fucking insane. If you do not know how to operate the self-checkout, you have no business being in self-checkout.
Can I add if you have 100 items?
I'm going to fight you on that because it's not those people's fault that there are no actual checkouts open.
Well, that is part of it, but there's still, most of the time I'm there, there's a checkout open. And they've chosen to go
There's
into
one with 30 people lined up, and then there's like 10 self-checkouts.
Yeah.
So
that's you need to learn how to use this fucking thing then if you're going to go through it.
I had an instance, so I went to Maverick.
They should train you how to do it.
Yeah, well, so I went to Maverick, and the lady was sitting there at the register. So I walked up, and Maverick is a gas station. I don't know, sorry, I didn't lead into that. So I walked up, and she's like, no, you have to use self-checkout. It is a movie.
Oh, yeah.
But she made me go to the self-checkout, and I was like, I had to get gas. And she's like, you can get gas on there. And I could not figure it out. And then she was getting mad at me for not being able, and there was like a line behind me.
Is it the ones you just set all your shit on in the center and it scans everything all at once?
But I'm trying to get, no, that's exactly it.
Not at Maverick.
At Maverick, yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, and I was like, I'm trying to get gas. And she's like, yeah, it will give you an option. I was like, but it's frozen. And she's like, no, you already, and I like sat there and I was like, why not just be like, you're struggling. Let me open my register for you. Like she refused to open the register and made me struggle through it.
Wow. Don't go there.
Yeah. She's like, you got to learn.
I don't know. The ones at grocery stores are not that complicated.
Yeah, that one was super
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how somebody would fail at this. Like, what? Give me an example.
Produce is usually what trips them up. You
just search for it.
They don't understand that though. They just stand there like trying to scan the little sticker. They don't realize that the sticker's not going to come up with anything.
Well, you can scan them too.
Not all of them.
Wow.
Whoa.
Was that wind or was that a truck?
Yeah, it was a truck.
It was a big truck. That dude's dick must be huge.
He's probably shifting with it.
Yeah.
instead of an arm.
I wonder if he's got a bad back from sitting on it.
Probably.
Like a big wallet or something.
How do you not?
Right. Poor guy.
Wait, you sit on your dick? Like, is that a thing? Like, I don't know. I don't have one. So, like, are you constantly just, like, sitting on it?
Well, if I would think if it was that big, like, it would get in the way sometimes. Like, you'd accidentally...
You would think that more he'd have, like, hip problems because he's avoiding sitting on his dick. So, like...
So he's, like, leaning over?
Yeah, he's leaning over.
You know, I didn't think about it too much when I said that. I was just kind of throwing it out there.
If you can kind of get it, like, down your ass crack, then...
Whoa.
It, like, offers some relief, you know?
I just found out that...
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, if you think of it, it's almost, like, built to have a dick.
It does, yeah, it does fit.
It's like that's what it's there for.
It's strangely
to put your dick
shaped.
I just found out that for the ladies who are listening, all like two of them, that apparently men, their genitals touch the inside of the toilet, apparently, and I think that's awful.
It is awful.
I'm sorry. That's a cross you have to bear.
It's only on those stupid, like the tiny round toilets.
You're just like, the whole entire time? Yeah. Or, okay. That's really unfortunate.
I mean, you can just sit further back.
Ain't no room.
I had an incident at a...
What? How small are these? Never mind.
I had an incident at a concert where they had the co-ed bathrooms. I had told you about this. And it had been raining. And I slipped and fell on it and fell onto the toilet seat. And it was wet, but I don't think it was rainwater.
Oh, yeah. Every major event has, the male restroom has a layer of piss on the floor.
Yeah, I was
It's just something you get used to.
So that's, I don't know how I got onto this. Something about.
Yeah, what were we talking about? How did we get here? How did we get here?
Something about dick butts and grocery stores.
Grocery stores just suck. I wish it was more of a pleasant experience, but I'm trying to use it as an opportunity to grow because it's not worth
like you are
getting frustrated over. It's a process. I'm learning. I'll get there one day, but it's taken a while.
Yeah, those places they're trash.
Plus they rip you off. Well, no, we're all getting ripped off by.
They really do. They're so expensive now. Everything's so expensive.
And the people working there, like, they're not getting paid.
No, they're getting paid jack shit.
They don't want to be there.
No. People everywhere are getting paid jack shit.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you legitimately need help, they're like, I don't get paid enough for this. And you're like, okay.
And you can't blame them.
Yep.
I used to work at one of those places.
Me too.
I worked at a couple of those places.
Yep.
It was terrible each time.
Every time.
All right, somebody say something hilarious so we can end on a high note.
A dung beetle walks into a bar and says, "Is this stool taken?"
But
all right, bye guys.
All right.
Hey there, we're back with a scenario now.
Oh, that's new.
Dan.
I got a scenario for you guys. It's a real weird one. I think you're gonna like it. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay.
When did Valley Girl go out of style?
Like today. Anyway. So this is just like it's been done a million times, but I'm curious to get your answers. So the scenario is this. You have come into a large amount of money. Mm-hmm. I'm talking fuck you money. Mm-hmm. Like you could take out an industry with the money that you have. What do you do?
I would go off the grid. Not even. I'd just be out.
Just disappear?
Yep.
Just take it and run?
Yep.
I had a feeling you would do that.
Yep.
Not very spiteful.
How very spiteful or
I
not?
said not very spiteful.
No, I'd go.
You're just like, see ya.
Yep.
Well, it's an incredibly boring answer, but I appreciate your honesty. J-Roc, something tells me you've got a revenge plan in mind.
Well,
Grocery stores. He starts just taking them off.
I would buy my own grocery store.
Oh,
and
that
keep
would
it stocked
be-
just for me.
That'd be really hard.
No, it wouldn't. I'm a filthy rich.
So you would
We're
pay
talking fuck you money.
12 employees a day.
You can afford it.
I can
What would
afford
you
it.
do with the produce that expires? Would you just sell it down the street at
He
the
would
King
enrich the
Soopers?
lives of 12 people.
Yeah, they can take it and then
Oh.
like, I don't know.
Like
I'll
ice
just
back.
throw it out.
That's a wild thing. So you would just do the grocery store? Or?
Oh, no.
No, you interrupted him. He
Oh,
was
sorry.
in the
Yeah, I
middle
was
of telling
about to
his
say
story.
something.
No.
It was- I would hire a
God,
lobbyist.
I can't wait till she takes her money and leaves.
I know.
She's so rude.
A lobbyist. Somebody who waits in the lobby for you?
No.
A man who builds lobbies for you?
No.
Oh.
Somebody I can send to Washington to
Oh.
lobby the federal government for me.
You'd be big chicken. What
I
would
could
we call
finally
it?
take down those fuckers in the chicken
You
council.
could take
Yeah,
down
the-
Big Chicken.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else would I do? Obviously all the filthy rich stuff. Giant house.
All own the rights
Oh,
to
no.
insulin.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, obviously, you're going to buy a new house. You buy a new car. Probably like a wife or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wife.
Mistress. A
And
wife
a mistress
and
and a girlfriend.
Yep.
You got to have all those.
Have at least like 36 illegitimate children.
So what is the lobbyist going to do for you?
Whatever I want them to.
So you're just going to buy the government. So
Yeah.
So you're just going to become a regular rich guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that would get so boring. don't
I'm
you
just,
think?
yeah,
No, it
I'm
wouldn't.
really disappointed in both of you, I have to say.
What would you do, Dan?
You would do anything good with your
what
money?
would you do?
I'd buy all of the dogs.
Every single one.
I would house all of the dogs.
Even the dogs that are like owned by people.
I would buy other people's dogs. I'd take dogs away from people. No, I wouldn't do that.
So
all the homeless dogs,
Mm-hmm.
no longer homeless.
But what about the homeless people? You don't think that they deserve dogs?
I don't give a shit about them.
Okay.
I'd take the homeless people's dogs and give the dogs homes and leave the people on the street because that's not my problem. And then I would start buying all of the houses that aren't being lived in, and I would sell them
Give them
for
the
dirt
dogs.
cheap.
I'd take those dogs and I'd give them to the dogs.
So you want to crash the
I want to crash the
The
housing market. Yeah,
some for $1 a piece.
yeah. Just buy all the houses.
Do you think you could do that, or do you think somebody would stop you
I think
Like-
people would try.
if you bought like 3 houses and then like sold them for?
He's
you
got
know,
fuck you money.
I've got
$5
fucking
grand.
money. I'll just
can-
pay more.
Yeah, you can tie them up in court for
Ooh.
years
Yep,
and just drain them financially until they give up.
it's true.
And then those homeless people that used to have dogs that I bought,
Are
now
now homed.
they can afford homes.
Oh wow, Dan's gonna save humanity.
Yes,
That was unexpected.
until I run out of money. But it's not for a good cause. It's just to fuck the people that have been fucking us for so long.
Hmm.
It's not to do good. I want to be clear about that. I'm not here to do good.
But it in turn is good.
If I do good accidentally, except for the dog thing, obviously I want to save all the dogs. But
Disable the dogs.
save.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Should I turn your headphones up?
No, I'm good. I just want to disable all the dogs.
Ugh, you already do that.
I know. That is weird. What is that called? Like, if you put us on a scale of like chaotic good, would they be considered chaotic good?
I don't know what that means.
It's like on a scale of like neutral evil or chaotic good. I'd have to look it up.
What
What?
what would neutral evil be?
Let me look it up. I just read about all these scenarios that are considered like neutral evil versus chaotic good. I think that's considered chaotic good. And there's also chaotic neutral. Oh, it's called the alignment system. And chaotic good is the philosophy that goodness
Like-
is best achieved through the freedom of individuals to act independently. So, you acting independently Thus for is creating.
Thus for.
Thus for.
So, yeah, that's what I do with the first part of my money.
Is this dog? Do you ever get to have like a ranch where the dogs can just run?
Yeah, the
free
dogs are gonna live with me in a giant ranch
and do dog stuff.
Yep.
So you're saying you have a willingness to challenge authority and break the rules to achieve positive change.
Sure.
Then it's chaotic good.
Oh no!
No, I think that Jared
I'm a
is chaotic evil
do-gooder.
by him wanting to be a lobbyist, and
Yeah, you turn out evil like
yeah, every single time.
every single time.
I didn't say I was going to do evil shit with it.
It's pretty evil.
You have a lobbyist. You're obviously the scum of the earth.
What if I use my lobbyist to do good things?
I guess you'd be the first.
It says
But you
chaotic.
didn't say, you had
so-
an opportunity to say you were going to do that. You're just like, I'm just going to be a rich person.
Well, I'm trying to think of what I would do. I need to get my guy in place so that as I come up with great ideas, I can have him change the laws and keep me out of jail.
So chaotic evil tends to have no respect for the rules, other people's lives, or anything but their own desires, which are typically selfish and cruel. So, I mean,
So that's me.
yeah, you're chaotic evil. I'm fairly sure that I'm chaotic neutral. Let me look it up. It would make sense.
Well, that's nice balance then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You wouldn't want to have like any sort of power or influence or
No, those people suck. I want those people to go away.
But then Jared would go away.
Yeah. Well, if he's one of those guys.
not if I got fuck you money.
Oh, we don't all have fuck you money at the same time in this scenario. So if I have it, you guys are probably fucked.
Yeah.
And then if Melinda has it, we're all fucked because she's just going to leave.
Yeah.
What was your thing again? Oh yeah, just
She
leave.
just takes the money. and
Yeah, I think
goes.
I'd probably go live in like that cool little island outside of, what is that called? Italy? Pontanos or whatever. Pontanos. I don't know.
Would you get a map with your money?
Probably a dictionary.
Would you buy an atlas?
A thesaurus.
Like,
I would
ooh, a
buy.
globe.
I would figure out.
I would like to get one of them books
I want.
where they tell me what things are called.
With my money, I'd learn. I like how I'm doing a southern accent and about to say like I'm going to learn how to read.
Are you doing a southern
I
accent?
was. Southern people can read.
They can read good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'd just like peace out. Just go live off.
All right. So now that I've given my chaotic good answer, have either of you been inspired to change the way that you're going to live with your money?
Nope.
Nah.
Still just,
Yeah.
guys suck.
What about me screams that I would just like leave? Why did you say that? You were just like, oh yeah, that
Because
makes
you
sense.
said you were going to leave.
I know, but you were like that. I was expecting that. What about me makes you? Because I was not expecting that you'd do chaotic good with your money. I knew that Jared was going to do chaotic evil because he would be okay selling mystery meat to masses, but
I don't know. I just think, I don't know. It
got
doesn't make
sketchy
sense.
vibes.
You got sketchy vibes.
You seem flighty.
You're just like, I got the money. All right, bye. Can I have some money if you got some money?
No,
Like a little bit before you go?
no, I got mouths to feed.
We got like 2 mouths.
2 mils.
Mouths.
Well, give me $2 million. That's it. How much is fuck you money?
Billions?
Oh, then you could have a couple million.
Cool.
I guess. Like, how much is $1 million to a billionaire?
Nothing.
No, not that much, really.
Okay, then yeah, you could have some.
I don't even, I'm like a house money.
Do you think that having so many billionaires, like I always see, like top American billionaires, do you think that they're stealing all of our resources?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of
that's
the thing.
oh. Why is that legal?
It's
They own
because
everything.
of people who have fucking lobbyists.
Yeah.
Like if we have one billionaire, it's like, oh,
Jackholes like this guy.
and then all of a sudden there's like 3 billionaires, and you're like, oh, that's cool, and then all of a sudden like the housing crisis starts, and you're like, oh wait. Then 4 billionaires appear, and you're like, wait. How many billionaires are in the U.S.? They even live in the U.S.?
Yeah,
Is this a
we got
global
a lot.
thing?
I think the U.S. has
I think Australia has a bunch too for some reason.
I think China has the most, and then U.S. has the most. China's close behind.
But that's not just like China money, dude. China money.
China money?
You have to think like that affects us too, right? Like
There
there's
are
a billionaire next door.
2,700 billionaires in the world.
2,700.
Damn.
But you have to think that affects the global economy because they can come over here.
There's 141 more than there were last year.
What are they doing?
Damn.
Yeah.
No wonder why.
But a lot of that could also be that money is worth a lot less than it was last year too.
True. And it's, it's your valuation. It's not like they have that money in the bank. It's they have either stock or
Right.
some other asset that's inflated incredibly. So like you said, just inflation's out of control. So
Yep. So this is from, what is it from? This is from April. And the richest one is a French guy.
Like ever or just
At the time.
at the time?
And then it was Muskie.
Yeah.
And then it's Beezer.
Oh.
And then Zucker.
Oh.
Some tool named Larry Ellison.
What does he do?
He owns Oracle.
Oh, that's... I'm
Well-
not going to get into it.
Warman Buff Tits.
Hmm.
Ball Gates.
No.
Steve Ballsman. Some other. There's a bunch of people.
These are all men.
Dare.
That's kind of living in a man's world.
Here's a lady. Francois.
That's a
Betancourt.
man.
No, it says it's
Francois?
the richest woman in the world.
Oh.
Founder
French.
of L'Oreal.
L'Oreal. Yep.
L'Oreal.
Lowriders.
Lowrider Real. Yeah. So yeah, billionaires. They're fun. They're a fun group.
It has to be boring. I think it'd be boring to be a billionaire.
They're
Like,
all psychos. They keep taking more money, even though they have all the money.
Mm-hmm.
They're psychos.
And then you just keep on going to find more
They're just
money.
doing it for fun. They're just crushing people's lives for fun. They have no need of it.
it's not even fun. It's like a desire to be the richest. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because it's not like their life is going to change at all.
I've got a billionaire kink where I need to be a billionaire.
Oh yeah.
Or would it be a kink or would it be a fetish? I don't know the difference between the two.
No idea.
No.
I don't know
Good
what
for
any of those
them.
words mean.
Good for them.
All right, so I guess we've settled that I am good.
Yeah.
You are bad.
Mm-hmm.
J-Roc is a bad person.
And I'm
And
neutral.
Melinda is just whatever.
So neutral is an individualist who follows their
All
own
right, thanks
heart.
for coming.
And generally shirks the rules and traditions. So it's like, I think it's very funny that that's our friend group is that kind of goes in that category.
Yeah, I'm the best. You guys are.
I'm the best.
You guys are the worst.
Around.
I'm good.
Dan is gonna keep you
Dan's
down.
so good. Gonna save all the puppies.
Poppies.
Puppies. Do I need seriously? I need to turn your headphones up, or
Oh, I'm just being dumb.
are you
That's
just
all.
being dumb?
I'm just being dumb.
Okay. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.